Hello, good day everyone. This is DJ Blingz and you're welcome to my YouTube tutorial channel. Today we are going to be remaking Puta by Naira Marley. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button below. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to play the beat in total. Then after that, I'm going to show you guys the elements I use in remaking this particular beat. So let's listen. Well, that's everything you've heard in the beat. That's everything. That's the arrangement. Well, that's not the end, but because of time, let's dive into the elements I used in remaking this beat. Well, first of all, mind you guys, let's check the BPM, 122 beats per minute. That's what I used. Now the first element I used a plugin called Gravity. And this is inside the plugin under bells and perks. I had same feeling vibrastic. That's what I used, and this is what it sounds like. So this is what it sounds like. Now this is everything I played. Now what the velocity? The first two was a little bit low, around 40, around 50%, and this was 79%. So this F4 C5, F4 G hash 4 C hash 5, A hash 4 C5, A hash 4. So that's what I played for the first element, and then this I think I doubled it, same thing, but I used under Gravity I used plums of white bird. It's under guitar and plugs in Gravity, and also I reduced the volume of this particular element. Now this particular what I played here is not really, you can't really hear it in the song if you know that, if you don't listen closely or you don't have good monitor speakers. Now this is what I played here. This, that's all. So the next element, I used purity, well, kind of a pad. This is what I played. And also, if you watch, the volume is reduced. Velocity all same, no diversity there, it's same. Here also, sorry, the other one, okay, I showed you guys under purity. For the other one, this is what I play. Deep sea, explore it. Under slow synth, that's the plugin for the other one. For this particular one, and then this one, under the first one that I played, this was the under inside of purity. I used analog pad under slow synth. Yep. So watch their volumes as we continue. The third one, I used under slow synth, I used glass tech. Watch the volume also. So now in this particular one, the velocity was building up until it got to the last stage, which is this particular part. You can see the velocity around 24%. This is 40% and 60, 78. So that's for that particular part. Then this particular instrument, this is a piano. This is what I played, and I used purity, acoustic grand under pianos. There's something that I really want to say before we continue. Well, whenever you watch YouTube tutorials, it does not mean you have to use the exact thing that the person is saying. Try to imagine sounds that you've used before that are close to that particular one, and if you can get something like that, I think you're good to go. Now imagine me telling them I used a piano for this. You can try out the pianos in other plugins. Does not necessarily mean you must have purity to get this sound. Like the rest, I used pads, so try other pads since you get the sound, or you get close sounds. Then the next sound is, I still use purity 80s plugs too under fast synth. So here also the velocity differs, like the last one I just showed you guys. I think I played same thing. Okay, this is the next one, purity. I used purity for this. Anapoli one under fast synth. So I played same thing, no difference in the velocity, everything is same. So now this is a bass, but it's not really that visible when everything starts playing together. This is what I played for the bass. Yeah, the first bass. Now watch the velocity. The velocity also is minimal. Yep, it differs. So that's that. Then we'll have this. No this thing. Diversity. Well, the other one, what I just played, the bass I used before now was upright bass under bass guitar. That's what I used. And for this particular one, I I used a cheap EP under pianos. See, like I told you, at times whenever you hear sounds, you can tell the type of instrument that is. Then you can go and look for diverse sounds or sounds that are close. Well, this was a piano cheap EP. That's what I used. Then, yeah, my next sound was from Nexus, a basic scene, be a basic scene. This is a bass sound, and if you don't have a studio monitor or if you are just using your phone, I doubt you would hear this sound. So try to use your earpiece to get this sound. Now this is what I played. So this is what I played for this sound. Okay. Now at the beginning of puta, there was this switch up, and this is what I did: a C4 and a C6 for an 808 kick. Now I did this, and then I turned on the slide and the portamento. Yeah, I turned on both of them, both the slide and the portamento. I turned them on, so I got that sound just for the second one, not the first one. That's for the 808 kick. Then I had another 808, and this is what it sounded like: C5, then the slide and the portamento. I turned both of them on at A sharp, C6 and C sharp. So mind you, they are both on. If you can see, these two symbols at the end signifies that it is on. It is yeah, I clicked them on for those particular places. So then I used an FL plugin, Morphine, and this is what I played. Now if you watch at A sharp, C and F, I actually turned on the slide and the portamento. So yeah, that's for Morphine. Morphine, yeah, the sound I used on Morphine was SYN coordinates MC. So that's what I used for these sounds. Well, yeah, before I forget, this particular sound had by default it had delay on it. Yeah, it had delay. I had to reduce the delay volume so that it won't affect the sound itself. So that's that for Morphine. Then my next element was this kind of a block, a type of block I used, and this is what I played. There's no difference in the velocity, so the velocity is same. Then I used block. This is another block. I played 70, no difference in velocity. I used another block, wood block. This is what I played, same thing, no different. Oh, I think I brought it down to C4 just to get a tick vibe. Then for my shakers, this is what I played. Now watch down here, there's a difference in the velocity. Starting from C5, I used at, I think, yeah, 49%, and then the rest were normal, around 80%. I just want, as you can see, there's a change. So that's how it is till the end. Now this is another shaker. This is where I applied it, so you can see it runs throughout till the end. So that's for that particular shaker. And then I have another type of shaker, Casisic shape one. This is what I did here. You can see this is what I did. Well, this is my first snare. I used a rim, male rim. That's what I used, and this is what I played. No change in diversity till the end. So this is another rim, same thing, but I reduced the velocity. Rim shot, that's what I used. Then I added claps just at the beginning. See, just at the beginning. Then I added another clap just at the beginning also. Then 70s rim, same thing. I reduced the velocity a little bit. Then this is my kick. No change in diversity and velocity. Sorry, no change in velocity. Then I used a thumb. This is what I played. Sounds like a conga. High tumba tune. Yeah. Sounds like a conga. So you can actually check on the congas you have on your packs to see if you get this sound. Then this is what I used for the roll. Well, I think I should highlight it. This is what I use. DJ 08. This is what I played. Then a kick. I used a kick. Yep. This is a kick. Then I think I used a conga also. Then a crash, metal crash at the end. That's why I played it. Mind you, everything was played at the end. The fourth bar and the fifth bar was what I used. Fourth bar second beat, and then the fifth bar second beat also. That's where I played that particular sound, the metal crash. Yeah, that's where I played it. The next is the piano roll. Well, this is what I did. In puta sound, I heard a particular sound. I think at the middle of the song, it sounded like a violin, and I was like, okay, let me try and search for violin sounds, and surprisingly, it was close, very very close. Now I used the Nexus plugin for the sound. This is the first sound, violin. This is the first. I used the violin sound from Nexus plugin to play this. And another one. This is another plugin, still from violin. You can search for violin sounds and you get this. So I also added a pad. One of the pads I used before, just to give it a cool effect. That's the glass tech on that slow synth. Yeah, I added that pad to it. So this everything now when you join the three together. So that's that for the violin parts. Then I added this although it's not that visible. G sharp, that's G hash. I added this. Yep, this is what I just played. So the solo is the keyboard. I think I need to something like this. I playing. So this is what I played here, and this is the sound I used. Piano arena under piano. I think I didn't show you guys what I used on solo one. Solo one, this is what I used. A throat guitar under Nexus. Okay. So plus pad. Yeah, this is another pad I used for the this thing. One of the elements. Yeah, this is a particular pad. And this is the vocal flute under Nexus. That's vocal flute. Then this sound bell pad under bell and perks. This is what I played. So that's everything I played under bells and perks. So I think that's basically everything I used in the remaking of this song. So let's play everything and let's hear. I think I would open this up so you guys can see what I did. Yeah. So just watch the names of the things I used in the remaking of this beat. Okay, so let's go now. Before we play this beat, I would like to thank you guys for watching my tutorials. And please don't forget to click on the subscription button. Thank you very much. So as we go on, watch the names I used in the remaking of in my playlist, how I arranged it. Thank you very much.